Lecture 12, Choosing the right chart for your data. Charts are powerful tools for visualizing data, but using the wrong chart can lead to confusion or misinterpretation. A well chosen chart highlights key insights, making it easier for the audience to understand trends, comparisons, and relationships. Whether you are presenting financial reports, survey results, or scientific data, selecting the appropriate chart is essential for clear and effective communication. In this lecture, we will explore different chart types, their purposes, and how to determine the best chart for your specific dataset. Objectives of this lecture. By the end of this lecture, you will be able to identify common chart types and their uses, select the most appropriate chart based on the type of data, avoid common pitfalls in data visualization. Why choosing the right chart matters. Charts serve different purposes depending on the data and the message you want to convey. Using an inappropriate chart can make data difficult to interpret or misleading, distort relationships between data points, confuse your audience instead of clarifying the information. Example: a pie chart is not suitable for showing trends over time, while a line chart is ineffective for comparing categories. Selecting the correct chart ensures your data is presented accurately. Common chart types and when to use them. For example, we have this data and I just want to show this data in the form of chart. And I just select the dataset in a column, or you can choose two columns as well for the comparison. But first of all, I just want to apply this on one single column of bonus. And here's the option in insert tab, charts. The whole charts section shows different types of charts which have different purposes. So you can just click on this recommended charts, and you can just click on this all charts, and this interface appears from where you can choose any of these like column, line, pie chart, area, bar, and all of these. So this is how you can just choose any of these. The first one is column or bar chart. These charts display data using vertical columns or horizontal bars, making them ideal for comparing different categories. For example, I just want to go with this one and press OK, or you can go with this one as well. This is the color one, and I just want to go with this one and just press OK. And this is how this data is represented in the form of chart that we already selected from this section. And you can have this interface as well, which has different colors, backgrounds, and the 3D effect as well. For example, I just want to go with this one. So this data is represented in the form of this one. This chart is used for sales by region, survey responses, or financial performance. It is best when comparing multiple items side by side. For example, I just want to compare all these types one by one. So it just shows that this bar has a maximum value and this bar has the minimum value. So this is how you can just set a chart. Example: a company can compare annual revenue across different product categories using a column chart. Line charts, best for trends over time. For example, I don't want this bar chart and I just have to delete that. Okay, and I just select the data again, go to this insert tab, recommended charts, go to this all charts, and you can just select this line. So lines have different versions as well. This one is stat line, this one is 100% straight line, and this one is line with markers. So this is how you can just choose any of these line. A line chart shows continuous data over time with a connected line. For example, I just want to go with this one, which has connected dots, and press OK. So this is how this data can be shown in the line chart. It is useful for monthly revenue trends, stock prices, or temperature changes. It helps identify increases, decreases, and patterns. Example: a line chart can track website traffic over 6 months to identify peak activity periods. Here you can see it shows that this point has the maximum value and this point has the minimum value. So this is how you can just compare all these values within a single chart. Pie charts, best for proportions and percentages. Pie charts represent parts of a whole, showing how different categories contribute to 100%. For example, I just want to change this and delete that. Okay. And I'll just select the data where I want to apply this chart, and I'll just go to the insert tab, click on recommended charts, or you can choose any of these as well, but as we have all the charts in here, so that's why I'm just going in here so that you can see how that charts will look. And I just want to go with pie chart, and it has four different versions as well: 3D, pie of pie, bar of pie, and donut. So for example, I just want to go with the simple 3D pie and press OK. So this is how you can have a 3D version of pie chart of this dataset. It is useful for budget distribution, market share, or survey results, and it is best with limited categories, ideally 5 or fewer. Although we have 20 datasets in here, but still it shows that each part has a visible color so that we can identify that which part has a maximum value and which has the minimum value. So this is how you can just use pie chart in Microsoft Excel. Example: a non-profit organization can use a pie chart to display how its budget is allocated across various departments. Scatter plots, best for relationships between two variables. Scatter plots reveal correlation and trends between two sets of data. It is useful for examining relationships. For example, our studies versus exam scores, and it is best for identifying patterns, outliers, or clusters. For example, I have this data set. We'll just go to this insert tab, recommended charts. Here's the option called scatter. We'll click on that. And here you can see we have this data chart available for this data set. So this is the scattered one. Example: a researcher analyzing the link between exercise duration and calorie burn may use a scatter plot to display the data. Histograms, best for distributions. Histograms group continuous data into bins, showing how often values fall into specific ranges. It has been used for exam score distributions, population age groups, or salary ranges, and it is best for identifying the spread and shape of data. For example, I just want to use histogram for this data. We'll just go to the other tab, recommended charts, click on all charts, and here's the option called histogram. We'll click on that, choose one, and we have second option as well, like this one, and we'll just click OK. So this is how you can use histogram in a Microsoft Excel, and you can change the style as well by just clicking on this. So this is how it works. Example: a university can use a histogram to display the frequency of students' final grades in a statistical class. Choosing the right chart for your data. When selecting a chart, consider the following. What message are you trying to convey? Trends, comparisons, proportions, or relationships? What type of data are you working with? Categories, numerical values, or time-based data? Will the audience will easily interpret the information? Avoid cluttered or complex visuals. Example: if comparing employee performance across teams, a bar chart works best. If tracking sales growth over multiple years, a line chart is more appropriate.